Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. This will be a New Year's pick a card reading. So happy New Year to everyone. It is a new start or new beginning. This reading is going to be something along the lines of like what you should look forward to on this 2024. And I have 5 options in front of me. And you will be able to pick from 3 different things. You can either pick by the stone, you can pick by the backs of the decks, or you can pick by the card that I will show you from each deck, which I have decided to use a Chariot because I don't know if what you should look forward to in this upcoming year could be something good or bad. I haven't done the reading yet, right? So we will see when we get there. However, with the Chariot, since it is a card of like making a decision and going down whatever path you decide on, being confident and having this triumphant energy that you will be victorious in whatever endeavor you end up choosing, I thought that the Chariot was the best card to use for this reading, because if it's something good or bad that happens, I hope that it is your choice and that you have the confidence to just go through that learning experience, whatever it is that you may encounter this year. And my main focus will be something significant. So again, something significant in 2024 for you guys could be like some sort of reward that you have been like working towards, as much as it could just be a very big challenge that will shift your mentality and your perspective, which may feel troublesome, but at the end of the day, it is very important to your journey. Regardless, I will show you your options. So from top to bottom, left to right, we have pile number 1 with the Amethyst, or this is actually like the beginner tarot kit, which is like the closest to like the usual images for tarot. So I don't really know what to call it. I guess the beginner tarot kit tarot. Anyway, so your Chariot card looks like this. For pile number 2, we have a Night Sun Tarot with this Moonstone, and this is how your Chariot card looks like. For pile 3, we have the Moon and Stars Tarot with this Opalite. This is what your Chariot card looks like. For pile number 4, we have Carnelian, or the Linestrider Tarot, and this is what your Chariot card looks like. Last but not least, we have pile number 5 with the Lapis Lazuli, or your tarot deck, which is the Tarot of the Divine. This is how your Chariot card looks like. If you haven't picked your pile by now, feel free to pause the video until you have picked your pile, and in the description below I will have the timestamps for each deck pile, so that you can just jump into your reading, and I will see you there. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. For those of you that picked the Amethyst stone or picked the beginner's tarot kit tarot deck, this is your reading. So what should you look forward to this 2024? I will start with your oracle, so that like that we can use the tarot to get more information or clarify anything that we don't fully understand from the oracle. So to start off, we have soulmates with 2 beautiful penguins. Then a word of encouragement for next year, we have the wild rose with clarity. Let's just get random messages now. We have death. We have accident. Where should I leave your stone? I'll leave it here. And then from the tea leaf, we have arrow with you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. We have hand with in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And your last tea leaf is ink pot with problems to be solved. Okay, so pile number 1. Based on the cards that we have so far from the Oracle, it may feel a bit scary that the thing that you're looking forward to this year, this 2024, may seem like something bad. You may think, you see the death card, you see the accident card, you see the hand right here, and you may think, okay, something bad is happening, right? Especially since we started with the soulmates card. So I actually don't think that's the case. I do feel that you're going to go through a very challenging moment in your life, but this is because you're going to change your way of thinking or your way of viewing something. Because the death card, to me, usually talks about death and rebirth, right? You just think about it as in normal tarot. And I do feel that what you're looking for, well, maybe you yourself are not looking forward to it right now, but what's going to happen in 2024, like something very big and significant, will be something that you don't see coming. It just happens out of nowhere because of this accident card. I don't feel it's going to be something super, how should I put it? I don't think you will expect this, and I don't think it's going to be a super big deal at first glance. Like something, it feels like it's going to be like a domino effect of like one thing happens that they may seem as an inconvenience of sorts, and then it kind of just leads you into like this bigger path or this bigger mission, bigger situation type of thing. So with this accident, you have like this kid that falls off his bike and gets like this and it hurts their knee. So in this case, I do feel that one of the things that you will encounter will be either you are tackling this new skill. Now I'm saying a new skill because I don't know how to ride a bike, so to me this will happen, right? So either you are learning like this new skill or you're going to start this new journey, and you will stumble upon a lot of obstacles that will make it kind of challenging or difficult to continue down this path because you may feel very discouraged at first. However, I do want to point out that there is a sense of you will get guidance, as we saw with this hand card. Like you will have someone to help you out. You will have a companion that will help you along the way. And now this person is just kind of either giving you the information you need for this journey, as much as this person could actually kind of hold your hand and be some sort of physical support. All of a sudden I thought of Genshin. And this person can be some sort of like support, moral support. Let me put it that way as well. And I do feel that you're going to do a lot of things where you will not know if it's right or wrong, if you're on the right path or not. But the arrow is kind of, reassuring you that whatever it is that you do next year, it will be very beneficial, it will be helpful, it will not be super clear cut if you're doing the right thing or not. Like if what you're doing will lead you to your goal. However, this arrow card is kind of just reassuring you that within your mistakes and your achievements, you will end up where you have to end up. So if there is a goal that you have in mind, you will achieve it, you will accomplish it, even if the journey to get there may not seem that clear or that straightforward. So I do feel that this accident, for example, when I see this accident, I think of divine detours, right? When you want to do something a certain way and then it doesn't work out, or you want to go to a certain place and then there's a bunch of obstacles that make you go through different routes. And then when you do that, you may think that it's an inconvenience, you may think it's a challenge or an unnecessary hurdle, when in reality it's just kind of realigning you to something better, something greater, or something that is more attuned to who you are or like where you're going. So let's say that you have a certain goal in mind and a certain approach to that goal. However, things don't really work out for whatever reason, and in deviating from that original plan that you had, you start noticing other things, you start learning new things, meeting new people, or encountering something new that kind of helps you realize that there's something greater out there, or that this different approach is more beneficial to you. And because of that, you do gain something from it, even if it was unexpected. So this accident card tells me that you're going to have some sort of change of perspective that happens out of nowhere because something just didn't really work out. I'm thinking also a little bit like the Tower card in tarot, where there is this idea of destroying anything that does not fit into your life, or anything that is not stable just kind of crumbles down under its own weight. And because of that, you kind of clear that off and you rebuild again from this new foundation that will be more stable and sustainable because of this new way, this new perspective, and this new knowledge that will help you kind of start over. And you will be able to create something a bit more solid. Now, the cards that we have right here as well is the Wild Rose and the... Okay, yeah, I wanted to point this out. There is like this red petals on 3 of your cards, which is the Soulmates card, the Wild Rose, and the Death card. You have red petals. And I guess you can even say the ink pocket is kind of red. This makes me think that grounding yourself will be super significant, because I'm thinking of the root chakra. And with these flowers, I'm thinking of like being able to blossom again. So one of the things that will help you next year will be to ground yourself, so you're able to see things clearly, to be able to kind of calm your mind and not start like overthinking why things are working out or not working out in your favor. There is a sense of getting help from other people with the Soulmates card and this Hand card. I do feel that you may gain a lot of knowledge from others, or people will be there to reassure you that everything will be okay whenever you yourself are finding it kind of difficult to do that. There's this sense of like this rebirth that you will have in this year will give you the clarity necessary to move forward into your goals. That same clarity that you will get will also help you solve any issues that you may have in this upcoming year. And I think it's mainly in your approach to whatever goal you have for this year. There is like one of the things that I usually think of when I see this arrow card is Sagittarius energy. It's like this idea of someone that aims at their goal, throws an arrow, kind of, and then you know how when you have an arrow you can like tie a rope or something at the end of this arrow, and then you kind of just follow this rope towards your goal. So it makes me think of like one of the things that you're working on this year is like a long-term goal, something that will take you either the whole year or maybe even more to accomplish. So some of the things that you will encounter or that will be super significant is your approach to things. So being able to follow that rope, so having a plan, that rope will be a plan. But at the same time, to have like the flexibility or like the wiggle room to kind of deviate from your plan occasionally, but still not losing sight of whatever your goal is. And also a sense of like not fearing the unexpected and the unknown. This candle on top of the Death card makes me think of like some sort of guidance, kind of like the Hermit card that has this lantern that is supposed to be its only form of guidance of self-isolation and enlightenment. The mountains behind this arrow make me think that it's like giving us confirmation that there will be challenges that you will have encountered, because it makes me think of the mountains behind the 8 of Cups. But with all of your with all of your oracle out of the way, let's take out some tarot to see what will pile number 1, what should they look forward to in 2024. So the first 2 cards that came out, we have the Six of Pentacles reverse and the Page of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles reverse and the Page of Cups upright. So one of the things that one of the main things that you're encountering this year, as I mentioned earlier, will be a change of mentality. This new perspective that you're getting will help your creativity and your imagination, because the Page of Cups talks about someone that has big imagination. I mean, usually this fish that's coming out of the cup of the Page of Cups is supposed to symbolize someone that has a big imagination. So there is a sense of like this imagination could help you create something new This imagination will give you the ability to have the flexibility necessary when approaching your goal. And also, this imagination or creativity will help you visualize the type of future that you're aiming for this upcoming year. Well, this year. I have to keep in mind that it will be 2024 when this goes up. Now, the Six of Pentacles upright usually talks about a balanced relationship. And a relationship in this case goes beyond people. So what I mean by that is like your connection to yourself, your connection to your environment, to your situation, your view of things, and of course the relationships that you have with people, couples, family, all of those things. So in this case, relationships, I'm just talking about the connection between one thing and another thing, within one person or another person, and so on and so on. Now, with this Six of Pentacles reverse, we have a sense of you may feel like you have to work harder to achieve your goals. You may feel like that you have to do things on your own. And for some of you, you may feel like you have to rely a lot on other people. And because of that, you don't see how you can do things on your own. However, this year, you will have this change of heart, or you will start to see things differently in such a way that you will actually understand how to do things differently. Not follow what others do, not follow traditions, especially if they don't go in accordance to who you are as a person and what you aim for. This Six of Pentacles reverse kind of tells me that one of the things that you're learning, or like the shift of your view, will be one where you will be able to work towards your goals and reap the rewards from it. Being able to have this balance between working hard and playing hard, having this balance between your work and your rest, or being able to balance. I was thinking of balancing like the workspace and home life. So maybe some of you work a lot and have been finding it very difficult to hang out with family, or because of so many family issues, or you focus so much on your family that you find it very difficult to work. So there's a sense of like finally finding balance within those things. And the reason why this is super significant this year is because you will be quite surprised with how the solution came to be to finally have that balance, or you will be surprised what the actual solution was. So the two things that I said is like how you came to find the answer, that could be surprising to you, or the answer itself could be surprising to you as to how you can solve this imbalance in your life. Now, is there anything else that pile 1 should look forward to this 2024? Yeah, we have the 7 of Wands. So this is just kind of like supporting this whole idea of overcoming challenges, overcoming fears, never giving up, staying persistent. So I do feel that this upcoming year, you're just kind of power through some of the challenges that you will encounter. Because as I mentioned with that arrow card and this accident card, you will kind of out of nowhere stumble upon this realization or this answer that you're looking for. Some of you may not even be looking for this answer, but it definitely is a solution that will be super beneficial and helpful for you this year. The 7 of Wands usually talks about going against something that is there, or it could be imaginary. So this is kind of like overcoming mental obstacles, emotional obstacles, and also overcoming any like physical obstacles as well, right? This just came up as well, like randomly, because the card that goes before the 7 of Wands is the 6 of Wands, which talks about accomplishments, getting credit for your hard work and your victories. And as I was seeing this card, I was thinking that some of you may feel overwhelmed because of expectations that you feel that you have to keep up. Let's say that you were very successful in whatever goal or endeavor you were working on previously, and because of that you feel like the pressure of sustaining that it's a bit too much, or it's overwhelming, or there, like, you may have accomplished something in your life that now you're going for that next step, and it's very challenging. Either it could be challenging because you're going out of your comfort zone, as much as it could just be challenging because it's like an upgrade or a level up. So the Seven of Wands is just kind of saying that you will not give up. And one of the tools that will be to your benefit is to use your creativity and your imagination. I mean, the Page of Cups could also talk about like starting your intuition. So this rebirth that you're having in 2024 will be one where you will be able to kind of go with the flow a bit more, being a bit more flexible, staying grounded to clear your mind. But then also, you know, when someone talks about being grounded, it doesn't necessarily mean to be fixed or like become like this unmovable force. It's more along the lines of just being able to live in the present moment and stay balanced within your person that's ever-changing environment. Let's see if there's anything else to say. So we have the Nine of Wands. There's something that I haven't fully talked about that I think it's trying to come to the surface, and it's like this whole idea of like love and romance. Now, I don't know how significant it will be in your reading, but it seems like it will be at least relevant for your upcoming year. So we have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups reverse, and then the King of Pentacles upright. Okay. So I don't necessarily know if this is connected to romance. It could be if you so desire. But I think in 2024, you will notice some of the things that hold you back, some of the things that you're afraid of. Because as you're trying to, you know, stay persistent in your goal and work towards it, you will start noticing a lot of the things that hold you back. With this new perspective and this new mentality, as well as the flexibility that you're bringing to yourself, you will be able to see how you hold yourself back or what holds you back. Because the Nine of Wands usually talks about someone that is quite cautious, their walls are up, they're guarded, and usually the reason to that is because it represents an individual that already has gone through a bit of a challenging time. These challenges have created this pain within their hearts, within their mind, that it creates this hesitation within them to take any risks, right? And because of that, I do feel that in 2024, you'll be more aware of the things that hold you back, that it will make it easier to start solving those issues. As I said that, I kind of felt very drawn to seeing what's on the back of the deck. Which is the Knight of Wands reverse. When you have the Knight of Wands upright, we're talking about someone that is taking action. It is a knight that's moving forward. They're taking action, going towards their goals. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, which I mentioned earlier, so that could be very significant. If you want another zodiac sign with a King of Pentacles, we have Capricorn energy. So winter could be super significant for you guys, because Sagittarius starts in mid-November to mid-December, and then Capricorn energy is from mid-December to mid-January. So I do feel that winter could be super, super important. Either from the beginning of the year, you're starting this journey, which I mean, pretty sure this is like a whole like 2024 type of reading. And by the end of the year, so by the end of 2024, you will start seeing how much you have grown and the stability you have gotten from it. Anyway, so the Knight of Wands reverse could also talk about someone that is being very cautious when they're taking action. It could talk about someone that hesitates a little bit before moving forward. Usually the Knight of Wands talks about someone that is quite confident. It talks about someone that is adventurous, someone that is ready to walk into the unknown, to learn from it. Definitely someone that is not afraid of moving forward and getting things done. But as we saw earlier with this Nine of Wands, there is things that you're hesitating. Maybe because things didn't work out before, maybe because things were challenging in the past and it was overwhelming. Or simply you are noticing that this different approach that is not natural to you is a little bit more in alignment with what you want to become. So that transformation, like that uncomfortable transitional period between who you are and who you want to be, even if who you want to be is something that you desire and you aspire to be or like work towards, doesn't necessarily mean that it will make it easier, right? It's still a challenging transition. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if I see all of the soulmate cards, and I can understand how some of you could think this is related to romance, but I think this is more along the lines of finding who you are yourself. So I'll focus on that first, and then we can talk about romance if it comes up. Because every time it comes up, I feel like pushing it to the side. So either you guys are doing that, so when I talk about the romance part, it's something that you may work towards, or this year, one of the things that is happening is that it's better for you to focus on yourself right now, regardless if you have a partner or not. So the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups talks about union. It's a spiritual union mainly. It's being able to understand. It could be a union between two people. But the Two of Cups could also talk about the union within yourself. Being able to come into alignment with who you are physically and who you are spiritually. It's kind of like being able to finally connect to your heart and find alignment within yourself. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm seeing as the connection of the light and dark, or the connection between your awareness and your subconscious. So the side that you see of yourself and the side that you're not fully aware of. I'm thinking, for example, like when you have the Magician, which is the potential you're aware of, and then the High Priestess, which is the untapped potential, things that you are not fully aware of. I'm also thinking of like Cardcaptor Sakura, how she had the light and the dark cards, and she found them at the same time, and she had to capture them at the same time. And I guess, spoiler alert, when she's transforming the cards to be her own energy, so when they were going from red to pink, that's the best I can describe them. When she had the light and darkness, she had to transform those at the same time. She could not do one and then the other because it didn't work. Why? Because of this sense of balance. So I don't know why I'm bringing that up specifically, but in that case, one of the things that I can say is that in 2024, you're finding balance within yourself, which will give you this new way of thinking, which will be a transformation. A side of you that is not necessary will just die, and in its place, this new you is going to be born. It's going to happen out of nowhere because of this accident card. Like, you're not going to know what's going to trigger it. It just kind of will happen because it's part of your path. If anything, any challenges that you will encounter will be learning experiences that will help you notice what it is that you're afraid of. Therefore, you will be able to work through that, and that will help you find stability again. And that's what this King of Pentacles represents. Someone that's stable, someone that's grounded, someone that knows how to work with their finances, with their money, with their health. Someone that it's almost an unmovable force, right? At least it may feel like that. But I'm thinking of this King of Pentacles as someone that knows when to take action and when not to take action. They know what decisions to make because of how much they've grown and matured. It's just that this King of Pentacles specialty will be finances, career, health. So I think you're going to find this balance between when you have this certain awareness of your heart and find that as like this leading compass of how to do things. You will be able to notice what holds you back, as we see with the wands, which talk about a lot about fears and being cautious. And by doing so, you will find, as with the pentacles that we see here, a sense of balance once again. Okay, now the romance part that I've been kind of like pushing to the side, I do feel that some of you guys will be cautious when it comes to romance. I do feel that if your goal is specifically that, you will find someone that will guide you and help you in this journey that you have been burned constantly in, or like you have been disappointed a lot in. And I don't necessarily think someone's entering your life as much as you will just become this vessel that is open to love and open for this new person to come in if you don't have one. Or if you do, it is becoming this vessel that is open for that person to be in your life. Now, if you already have a partner, then in 2024, one of the things that you can encounter is this newfound stability for yourself that will create this stronger connection with your partner. There is a sense of like growing up or maturing. We have a page, a knight, and then a king. So there's this sense of like slowly growing up. The best way I can describe it, even though they're from different suits, is like opening up your heart, being aware of your emotions that you didn't even realize you weren't aware of, and then even if you're a bit afraid or cautious about taking action, you start slowly taking action until you start losing that fear, which will give you the ability to become this King of Pentacles, which will be someone that is stable, someone that is grounded, mature, knowledgeable. And because of that, I'm thinking of someone that feels so stable with who they are as a person that they have the energy to extend it to somebody else. Maybe someone new, someone already in your life, or someone that you don't even realize you're manifesting into your life. So in 2024, you will just become a stable person that opens up the path to be available for somebody else's energy to enter your life. And again, if this is not related to romance, it just kind of shows that you're going to have this death and rebirth moment that will change your perspective, your point of view, after you become aware of the things that hold you back. And this newfound self, like you will be able to find yourself once again. You will create a path between what you know of yourself and what you are yet to know of you. And this will give you the ability to become this King of Pentacles. Seems like that's the goal. So yeah, in 2024, the biggest thing you can look forward to is this new perspective and this change of mentality that will create this new version of you that is a lot more stable than what you were before. So yeah, pile number 1. I hope you like your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. I wish you luck with your transformation. And I'll see you in the next one. Love and healing from my part to you. And bye. Hello pile 2, or for those of you that picked the Moonstone or the Night Sun Tarot, welcome to your reading. So let's figure out what you should look forward to in this 2024. And I will start with your oracle cards. So we have Poised Reverse. Your encouraging word will be Salal with Subdue. We have Blind. We have Family. And your tea leaf, we have Sun with Happiness and Well-being. That's awesome. We have Dark Woman with Dealing or Relationships dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. And we have Elephant with a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, so pile number 2. It feels like this year, this 2024, something you should look forward to will be a new sense of freedom. Now, I find it kind of challenging to describe to you how you're getting this freedom, because I do feel that it will feel a bit like a contradiction. I feel that it might be a bit hard to understand because I don't really know your situation. So with this subdue card and the blind card, I feel like you will be restricted from doing something, or you will be unable to do something this year, or something will be taken away from you this year. It's like a path will be blocked. And at first it may seem like a punishment. It may seem like a handicap of sorts. Like I was thinking of like when they nerf a character in a game, like you may think like you're being held back somehow. And at first it doesn't seem good, right? It sounds bad. However, that thing that you're going to be held from, or like the thing you will be neglected of, will give you freedom. And I don't really know how that could work, but that's how it's gonna happen apparently. Because I'm thinking of blind as like maybe you can't use one of your senses, therefore it enhances the other ones. Like you were relying so much on one form of gathering information or one way of processing information, right? That the moment that was taken away from you, you started to see the other things around you. You started to gather information from other places. So what I mean by that is like how we are able to gather knowledge through our senses, right? So the moment you can't see something, you start listening, you feel it, like touch, or you smell it. So you start using your other senses to gather the information that you can't get through your eyes. And of course I'm bringing this to a more general thing, as in like there is a path or an action that you did, or let's say career or something. There is something that you relied on a lot that this year you will be caught out of. Now with a poised card reverse, I see the imagery of it, and all I can think of is freedom. Freedom is constantly coming up. I do not know what you will be freed of, but whatever that is, you are being liberated from a very constricting, very like if there's a very strict procedure that you had to follow, you will be free from that in 2024. You know what I'm thinking? Let's say that you have a job that it pays well and brings you stability, but it doesn't necessarily make you happy because of how much stress there is. But then something happens that you have to leave this job, and it may feel like it's hard because, well, you're losing something that brought you a lot of stability, but you end up finding strength within yourself that you didn't even know you had, which leads you into something that brings you a lot more happiness and freedom. That is one example I can give as to how these cards are working. With poise, I'm thinking of someone that is confident, someone that is free, and also I'm thinking of someone that's quite elegant and principled. So those words kind of came up, but I don't really know how they tie into your reading quite yet. I do have to say though, I started singing, because of the sun card right there, I started singing a song in Spanish. It's a song from Juan Gabriel. I don't know the title though, but it's supposed to be a very happy, positive song. So I do feel that in 2024, you're going to have a lot of happiness and a lot of positivity to look forward to. You're going to go through a journey that will change you for sure. because of this elephant card, I also thought of like the elephant in the room. So I do feel that you are aware of something that doesn't make you happy, or something that that you rely on a lot, that is not actually helpful or beneficial to you. So whatever that is, you're going to lose it, or you will be restricted from using it. And because of that, it will open your eyes to all of this other option and all of these possibilities that will bring you more happiness. I do feel that your family could be very good support with this dark woman and family. Either you will realize the support system that you have that will in return give you the strength necessary to push forward, or your family will be the ones helping you realize what it is that does not serve you in your life. Like, from a practical stance, it is beneficial, but this thing is like eating you alive, slowly destroying you from the inside out. So that's why I do feel that maybe your family will help you realize that maybe it's not that helpful, or make you realize that you don't need it as much. And in return, it will help you notice your potential and your other options. I'm also getting that if this is related to like career and stuff, you may be kind of like forced to leave your job, and in return you're going to notice that the things that you enjoy can become profitable, or like the knowledge that you have of a hobby of yours could help you regain or start this new job, career, or business. That's one of the things that I'm getting. But let's look at the tarot to see what you should look forward to in 2024. The first card that we have is the Moon. There's this sense of like following your intuition will be super beneficial. What should you look forward to in 2024? A couple of cards just fell. So we have the Nine of Swords reverse, the Four of Swords. Those two cards together are very good. We have the Queen of Cups reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. The first thing I want to talk about, if you want to talk about signs here, like zodiac signs, we have Pisces with the Moon, and we have Scorpio with the Queen of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles is just Earth. It's just Earth. Okay, so let's talk about some of the positive things. So the Nine of Swords reverse, we'll talk about someone that is overcoming their overthinking, someone that is aware of the mental exhaustion that they're feeling. There is this sense of being on your own, and that leads you to start thinking of something over and over and over. However, it came together with the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords talks about someone that is relaxing, someone that's meditating, someone that's just chilling, and their mind is at peace. So I do feel that in 2024, you're going to notice that you're able to calm your mind easier and faster. You may be able to accomplish this through meditation, because I'm seeing the Moon card. So some form of spiritual work will help you get that. So a guided meditation, just breathing exercises, something along those lines will help you recenter yourself or clear your mind. Here we have Mars in Gemini and Jupiter in Libra. That makes me think that your overactive brain or your overthinking will be able to slow down in a way that will be super abundant for you. Wait, I said Jupiter, but it's actually... Oh yeah, it is Jupiter. So this Jupiter in Libra makes me think, with this Four of Swords, that you will be able to calm your mind enough that you will have the clarity necessary to see all of your options, all of the possibilities. And that in return will give you the fortune, like little victories or little fortunes that will eventually build up into greater things, better ideas, better lifestyle, calmer days. So in 2024, your mind will be relaxed. Your mind will be healthy. Mentally, you are going to have a very healthy 2024 because you will be able to slow down. Again, you will be able to slow down and find this new freedom because you're losing something. Like you will be restricted from doing something, or you will slow down somehow. Now with the with the Queen of Cups reversed, I do feel that your intuition, it will be something that you will struggle with. The reason why you could be struggling with this will be because you don't necessarily have the patience to stay still. You will be able to slow down your mind and think clearly and see these new possibilities. However, I do feel that you will find it very challenging in 2024 to connect to your intuition. And I think that one of the reasons why you will find it challenging is that some of you are not accustomed to the spiritual world, so you're just learning, and that learning will have a rough start. That's it. It's because you're like barely becoming familiar with the unknown, with the spiritual world, with your intuition. Also, one thing that you will experience in 2024 is that even though your mind is slowing down in the sense of being relaxed, this Queen of Cups reversed kind of shows that you will also become more perceptive, or you will be good at reading people and situations. It may take you a while to combine what you see and what you know of someone and combine that with your intuition. So what I mean by that is, like, if someone gives you like some bad vibes, but when you look at them, you hear what they say and how they act, and you can't really get signs of, you don't see the red flags, even though your intuition kind of tells you that maybe you shouldn't get close to this person. So I do feel that you will learn this new ability of how to read people and situations, but it's going to take a while to understand how to balance what you see in the 3D and combine that with what you feel in the 5D. I don't think this is necessarily anything bad. I think this is just something extra that's coming up. Now we have the Mercury in Cancer with this 3 of Cups. In 2024, you will meet a lot of people. You will hang out with people. It could be friends, like going out to drink with friends. Or again, just having a good time with family, as we have family, the Sun, and of course the 3 of Cups. There's this sense of enjoying yourself. Maybe even going on vacation, going to hang out with people you care about and just having fun, relaxing. So in 2024, something you can look forward to is just having fun with the people that you love, hanging out with the people that you love, clearing your mind. There's a sense of like going on this whole journey of self-healing and love, understanding. Like you will reset something in your life this year. With the Page of Pentacles, you will start something new. Like I feel that with you guys is quite straightforward what's happening in 2024. Like I can see the journey. Now I don't know if that's how it will fully manifest for everyone that picks pile 2. So it's kind of like you lose your job that you relied so much on. It was stressful, it was restricting, but it was stable for what you need. However, you quit, you get fired, or whatever happens, you get out of it. It may be scary at first, but it gives you freedom. And this freedom allows you to value or hang out more with the people that care about you. You start noticing the support system that you have with family, friends. Now, your family could have been the ones that made you realize that this career or this job was not meant for you, as much as the universe just makes sure to get rid of this obstacle for you. And your family just becomes a support regardless of how this happens. Now, with this new, after this, you're able to kind of clear your mind, relax, recenter yourself. You get rid of the unnecessary stressors that this obstacle had brought to you. And you start having fun with the people that care about you. You start just enjoying your life. You start relaxing. And with it, you also start noticing your untapped potential, the possibilities that you've never seen before because of how concentrated or how focused you were in this other thing that was just sucking the life right out of you. And when you combine all of these things, it creates this perfect balance where you have a plan or you have an idea that starts forming within you. Because the Page of Pentacles talks about a new beginning. It's like this idea that enters in you that is quite promising. And by this I mean that this could be a new business idea. And this Page of Pentacles is supposed to symbolize that it's just in the planning stages, it's just an idea. However, it is promising to be a long-lasting success. It kind of feels like you will be able to do this business or start this business because you realize that there's nothing to be afraid of. And you also realize that you already have the diligence necessary to start this idea, this business, or this career. Like the difficulties that you encountered before will show you how strong you are. And also the relaxation period that you will have this year will also help you realize the ideas and skills you had forgotten you had. And this will all start combining into this idea that could help you open up this new business, or that can help you like enter this new career. Let's say you worked in retail, right? You didn't like it, but it was stable. It paid the bills. Then that goes out the window. You start reconnecting with yourself, realizing the things that you enjoy, that you like. And then in this new business that you create, some of the skills that you learned in your previous job will be helpful, as well as the rediscovery of the hobbies that you have that you had completely forgotten about. But also, with the example that I just gave, you could also enter a job that is like in marketing, where you're when you worked in a retail store, those skills that you got with communicating with people, I guess interacting with the products that people usually bought and stuff, that knowledge will be helpful in this new job that is in more alignment with who you are and what you want to be. One thing that I want to point out though is that with the Moon card, there will be a lot of mystery in 2024 for you, Pile 2. And this mystery will be that you will be left in a space where you don't know if you're doing the right thing or not, but also in a space where you will feel very vacant for some time. And this emptiness that you feel is because you were so focused on one area of your life, or you relied so much on one thing, that when that is taken away from you, you will feel completely out of balance. But again, you have such a strong support system that you will be able to like pick yourself up right away. So you will not be too afraid. So yeah, Pile 2. I will leave that there. This 2024 will have a lot of positivity. I do feel that even though you will this big stressor in your life, that will be removed this year, even though it may be scary at first because of the space that it leaves, all the love that you have surrounding you will fill it up so quickly that you will be able to find a solution to your problem right away. You will feel free. Your mind will be relaxed. You will finally enjoy life again. Because I do feel that you will have a stronger connection and communication with your family, your friends, the people you love and care about. And by doing that, it will give you the opportunity to plan for a new job, a new career, maybe even open your own business. That even though it's still challenging and filled with unknowns of if it will be successful or helpful or beneficial, one thing that is for sure is that it will make you a lot happier. And you will not be afraid of entering the unknown because of this strong support system that you have piled to. So in 2024, I'm not necessarily afraid for you, and I am not worried either, because I do feel that even though you will feel robbed somehow of something stable, you will notice so quickly how things will be okay. That in all the challenges that you encounter, there is a sense of, I will be victorious, or I will overcome this challenge. That it will give you the freedom, or like you will feel so free that you will not be afraid of the unknowns that you will encounter. If anything, the only thing that will be kind of challenging will be that your intuition will be opened, but you're not fully aware how to use that. But you will not be punished for that unknown. You will just learn from it. You will just follow your intuition a bit more. Learn how to pick your people. That just kind of came up. I don't know how significant that could be for your pile, but it's like you'll be able to read people, read situations, read the environment, and those skills will be helpful for you in helping you make decisions and also helping you cleanse your space. Anyway, I hope you guys like your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wish you the best of luck, pile 2, with this year. I do feel like there's a lot of beautiful things coming for you, and those things will only be open to you the moment that you get rid of this big stressor, whatever that is. But yeah, do not fret. The future has a lot of wonderful things ready for you to just kind of experience. And I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. For those of you that picked the Opalite or picked the Moon and Stars Tarot, this is your reading as to what you should look forward to in 2024. But before we start with your tarot, let's start with the Oracle. And the first card that we have here is Young. Some encouraging words that we have right here is Blackberry with adaptation. And then some of the messages, we have Trap. We have Memory. I'm getting a bunch of songs for your reading so far. And we have Schedule. Oh, how am I going to... Okay, well, we have Shield with You Need to Defend Yourself, and this card literally just slipped out of my hands. We have Diamond with You'll Be Receiving or Giving a Precious Gift. And we have an Astral House with Wealth. So before I start telling you what your cards mean, I want to talk about some of the songs that came up to me randomly. So with Trap, I thought of Tame Trap. And with Memory, I was thinking of Memory from Cats. Yeah. Anywho, so let's see. So this 2024, something you can look forward to is a lot of work. Because with the Wealth, the Trap, and the Schedule, I'm thinking of someone that has a lot of work to do. So they are... I mean, also this is like the same person, so like you're gonna be stuck working a lot this year in 2024. I do feel you're going to take a lot of action, because with the Jan card, that kind of makes me think of someone that is always moving forward, always pushing towards their goals and trying to accomplish them. Someone that is actively pursuing them. Someone that, because Jan is supposed to be masculine energy, and masculine energy usually talks about someone that is taking the initiative, is taking action, is pushing forward for things to happen, for change to happen. It's not necessarily waiting for to be told what to do and how to do it. It's not waiting for the potential and the results to pan out. Masculine energy kind of just pushes forward and gets things done by actively walking towards change, were the words that came up in my mind. Now, looking at these oracle cards, I also feel like I'm getting a sense of someone that is like a secretary of sorts or an assistant, because I'm thinking of trapped as someone that has a lot to do and they're trapped in schedules with a schedule. I'm also thinking with the memory and the schedules put together as someone that is organizing something constantly. I'm also feeling like I'm about to get a headache, so I do feel that this could be a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, but it is something that has to be done for the work or for the job. There is also, okay, if this is, I'm also getting with like the diamond, the wealth, the adaptation, memory, schedule, and trapped. I do feel that there's this sense of like some of you, like if you have like your own business or you kind of have a lot of creative liberty or freedom in your work, you will want to work on a project, or you will work in a project that you are under a contract in, that will require a lot of your time, effort, and energy, because I do feel like you will have to time yourself, you will have to schedule a lot of things. Like I'm thinking of someone that's organizing like a very big project that will be shared as a gift to the people that they care about or that they love. Like I'm thinking of someone, for example, someone that streams or someone that has content on the internet and their social media, and this is something that will take a lot of, it might take the whole year, like it may take a lot of months for this to happen, or you have been working on this for quite a while and you've been trapped in schedules, you've been trapped because you wrote a contract or something, or it is like, for example, I'm thinking of someone that wants to celebrate something with the people that they care about, so they're planning very carefully this event or this project, and they're organizing it, and there's a lot of pieces, a lot of time consuming things that will eventually be put together for the final product. And I do feel that it will be a beautiful moment, a beautiful gift, but it is quite overwhelming because of all the moving pieces in this project. Also with the adaptation, I do feel that there's this things of having to be flexible with your schedule in order to fit in all of the little pieces and all of the little pieces and all the things that need your time for this project to take off. So it seems like in 2024, you will be pressed with time, or you will have a lot of things going on at the same time that will require your attention. So again, it is something that you care about, something that you love. Doesn't mean that it's not stressful. It will require a lot of your attention and your time, for sure. It is something that will benefit you with the wealth card. And again, it is something that you enjoy, but it will be a big responsibility. Also with the shield card, I do feel that with you need to defend yourself, is that you need to set boundaries. And these boundaries are with, if you're working with multiple people to organize this project, you have to set boundaries in the sense of like, I commission you for this project, and if you can't handle it, you're out. Because it's like, you need all of these moving pieces to do their part. Because if one of them fails, it can be very burdensome for the other people. Like I'm thinking of someone that, let's say someone is doing an animation, and they want voice actors, they want drawings, they want, they of course want it animated, they have the designs, maybe even the story. And if any of them kind of falls behind, it brings everybody else behind as well. So let's say that you have an animator, but they can't move forward if they don't know what the story is about. Or you have someone that does the thumbnails and somebody else that does the animation. Well, if the one that does the thumbnails is constantly pushing back, then that holds back also the animator. And if those things don't get ready, then maybe there will not be enough time to redo some of the lines that the voice actor will have done after some tweaks were made because of being short on time or because the writer wanted to change something, right? So there's this sense of like there's a lot of components of people working together. So by setting your boundaries, you will be able to say, okay, you are holding everybody else back because of whatever issues you have. Either solve them or tell us beforehand or communicate with us. It's like setting strong boundaries. So I don't know, maybe for you, Pile 3, there is a chance that maybe you're working on a project and you're the one taking the lead, or you're the one that is kind of like directing this project. So a lot of responsibility falls on you. Because it could be one of two things. Either you're the one that is like organizing everyone so all these moving pieces work, or you are the director of this. So if you want your vision to work or your project to take off, you do need other pieces or other people to work on different parts of this project. And that will require a lot of organization. And of course, a lot of your time and a lot of your attention as well. But let's take out the tarot and figure out what should Pile 3 look forward to in 2024. So we have King of Cups with support. You will have a lot of people that have your back. A lot of people that support you. A lot of people that will be understanding. You do. And a lot of people that care about you. We have the Devil with obsession. So here we have Cancer energy and Capricorn energy. So you will feel, which are sister signs in astrology. And when you have sister signs, you have two signs that have quite a lot of in common, but they have a very different approach to their goals. So they can clash quite constantly. So for example, Capricorn and Cancer are family people. They do care about, like for example, you have Cancer that doesn't really like change, and then you have Capricorn that likes to stick to traditions, which are kind of like on the same line. These two signs that we have right here tells me that in 2024, one of the clashes that you're going to have is that you're going to work with people that you do care about, people that you know have the best interests for you and that care about you and love you and all those things, but you will have to put your foot down with the Devil card. You will, when you're the leader or when you're organizing a project, you kind of have to be an asshole sometimes. And I don't mean this as being like disrespectful with the people that you work with, but as I mentioned earlier, you have to set your boundaries and kind of be like, I want this project to go as smoothly as possible. And I know that you're a lovely person. I know that you care about this project just as much as I do, and I know that you have the skills for this, but if you have that many issues that get in the way for you to do your job, then you're fired. That's simple. And I know that it can sound mean, I know it can sound disrespectful, and it can be a bit scary to tell someone off, but if I'm saying with the Devil right here, right, I'm thinking of that Capricorn energy that is very businesslike and is like, okay, you are getting in the way of the project, so you're out. That's simple. It's very simple. It doesn't make it easy though. But however, this King of Cups tells me, Pile 3, that you have a big heart. You're very gentle, you're very loving, you're very caring, but also you're very emotionally mature. So that maturity that you have talks about responsibility. You are aware that even if you love someone, even if you really care about them, like maybe you're working with some friends to get this project working and you're like, little Timmy, you're my best friend. I care about you, I love you, but you're not skilled enough for this project, so you're out. Especially because I do feel that some of the people that you will work with in this project or in this thing that you're organizing are very lovely people. They're very nice. They're very caring. They support you in your projects and your ideas. But if they can't handle the work necessary for this whole project to take off, you will have to be this devil and tell them off. And that could be a bit scary, because I do feel that you have the maturity to kind of see things for what they are and not be blinded by the love that you have for these people. And I do feel that you really want this project to take off. And if that's the case, you will have to drop some people. Not drop them as in like out of your life, but drop them from this project. That's it. So in 2024, you're going to work on something so big that you may have to kind of put your distance with some people that even though they want to be part of it, and even though you really do care about them, they will not benefit the project. Because they will just get in the way. Either because of their lack of knowledge, because of their lack of skill, or because they have issues that are getting in the way of their concentration. And again, if you have a broken piece or a clock, I'm thinking of like a clock, like a watch or something, and you have all of these like pieces, if one of them breaks, everything stops moving. And I feel that that's kind of what you're going to aim for, or like something that will happen in 2024. Like if one person is not doing their job, it slows everybody down. And that can be an issue. And this thing that you're working on is something related to your career. Because we have wealth and we have the devil. This is something related to your job, to your career, to your money. Your money maker, I was going to say. Oof. Let's see. What else should pilots look forward to in 2024? I do have to say though, this is a big deal. You have a court card and a Major Arcana. So this is something big. Something that you are working on. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So remember how I said it was related to money? Well, confirmation with the Ace of Pentacles. We have growth. But the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning. It's like the universe is offering this opportunity to you. It's bringing you this, it could be a new career, a new job. And in this case, it will be a project since that keeps coming up. So the Ace of Pentacles will be like this new project or this opportunity for this project to take off. It's been offered for you. You will learn a lot from it, like a lot. You will learn about not only the knowledge necessary for your project to take off, but you will learn how to manage people. You will learn how to schedule yourself. You will learn the responsibilities behind making promises and contracts with the Trap card. Actually, what is the Tame song? I mean, the Tame song is about. I just know that, you know, I'm just keep singing the chorus when he's like, I'm trapped, I'm trapped. So maybe you feel like the weight of responsibility on you because of all, you know, the contracts that maybe have to be written or the people that have to be commissioned and the people that you have to manage for this project to take off. I wonder, because I'm thinking of like what the lyrics of Memory from Cats is about. And I think you may be wanting to recreate something from your past, from something that brings you very nostalgic. I don't know. It might be like, let's say you're making a game and you want to make it to have the same vibes and energy of something that you played when you were younger. But then commissioning all the people necessary to make this happen could be quite stressful. Like, yeah, you have an idea, but then working with all of these people, crazy stuff. Anyway, so with the Ace of Pentacles, I do feel that life is offering you this opportunity. It's giving you the idea, or it is this new chapter in your life. So in 2024, you're going to start something that is quite promising. You will grow a lot from it. You will learn a lot of skills within the project that you're doing, as well as just the other stuff in life that will be beneficial, like I mentioned. Timing yourself, scheduling yourself, you know, responsibilities. Maybe your memory will get better. And then adaptation, being able to solve issues very quickly. If there's conflicts or disagreements, that adaptation card tells me that in this year, you're going to learn how to solve issues. How to be this mediator for others. And I think your finances are gonna grow this year as well. But let's just get one last card as to what you should look forward to in 2024. I lied. I said one, but then like a couple fell. I'll take them. So we have the Queen of Cups reverse, with empathy. Yeah, okay. So you're going to be like a boss, like a leader or a boss should be. You're going to be very nice to the people that you're working with, you know, respect them, care for them, but you're not their mom. So you're not gonna baby them. If they're not doing their job, they're not doing it. So they'll pay the consequences of it. With this Queen of Cups reverse and this empathy, I'm thinking of someone that is not going to like bend back and break their back to help someone out. I know it may sound a bit mean, but I do feel that there's this sense of like when you're a leader, you have to bring a lot of discipline into the workspace. And you can't be super lenient, because then if you want to be fair with everyone, then you'll have to be lenient with everyone. And if you do that, you can really slow down the process of this project that you're working on, pile 3. So this Queen of Cups reverse makes me think that you will kind of have to be like this harsh teacher that tells people off if they don't get their job done. Not really give chances to people if they make mistakes. Like, yeah, we're all human, but that's different from someone that can't get themselves together. Just like you're responsible for this project to work, everyone is responsible for their part of the project. You know, everyone is working in their strengths, so, you know, you commission them for something, and if they didn't realize they couldn't handle the workload, then they're gone. I know it sounds so mean, but, you know, my Libra tendencies come out, and I go like, no, that's so mean, but, you know, sometimes you kind of have to put your foot down and tell people, get it together. The other card that we have right here is a Tower reverse and the 7 of Cups. With the Tower reverse has transformation and the 7 of Cups has delusion. So this Tower card usually talks about the destruction of something because it was not standing on a stable foundation. And because of that, you're able to rebuild upon this newfound foundation that is a lot stronger, and you can create something that's stable and sturdy and long lasting with this newfound knowledge that you have of a past failure. However, with this Tower card reverse, I do feel that in this project that you're working on in 2024, it will be something that for some time, it will feel like it's going to tip over and fail. But that's not the case. Because it came with the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups talks about options, opportunities, potentials. It talks about different paths that are available to you, and some are good, some are bad, some are challenging, others are just straight out negative, and others are very beneficial and rewarding. So with this Delusions card, I do feel that one of the things that you're going to experience in this year is that there will be times where you feel like you have to start over, but that's not necessarily the case. You will learn in 2024 that sometimes you just have to get rid of some pieces, but what you're working on can still stand quite strong. So the adaptation, right? The ability to change what you're working on or who you're working with, but it doesn't have to be at the cost of the whole project to fail or to start over. I do feel that one of the things that you're working on this year will be having the ability to nitpick what is actually the root cause of an issue. Because you can be like, oh, these people are not getting their work done. But as you look closer, you can trace it back and be like, oh, the reason why they're not is, it could be because you're scheduling things wrong. Or it could be because someone is not doing their job right. Or it could be because someone is so inexperienced with what they were tasked in that they have to learn more than they can actually get their job done, right? And there is time for everything, right? So you can have someone that's not super experienced, but if that's the case, you may want to have them more as an assistant rather than the one that is actually taking care of all that part of that project, right? So I do feel that in this case, this Tower card is kind of saying that you will not really, this year, you will not experience like a blank canvas or like wiping everything out to start over. No, because it came with the 7 of Cups. What you're experiencing this year is the ability to see what actually does not work and kind of like cutting that off before it starts like polluting everything else around it and like damaging the rest of the work that other people are doing that are doing a good job. It's just that if one thing's not working, it slows everything else down. So I do feel that in 2024, what you're learning is how to be a harsh teacher in order for your project to take off. That's the main thing I can say for you, pile 3, which I think is very interesting. It's completely different and super clear what you're doing in 2024. And I wish you the best of luck, because it's not easy to be a leader, because there's a lot of responsibilities that falls on your shoulders, even if you're not the one that's like doing everything. I do feel that it can be quite challenging to have this balance. You will be able to succeed because you have the King of Cups and the Devil. You will succeed in having this balance of having people respect you, be respectful to the people that you work with, and being understanding and caring for them, but also being disciplined enough to tell people these are the expectations and either you meet them or you don't. And there will be consequences. So I do feel like you will be able to be this harsh teacher when necessary, but at the same time being like this very caring and understanding person when it's necessary. Like if someone is going through a rough time, you will be able to be there for them and be the support that they need. But again, you're not hand holding them, you're not spoon feeding this information to them, or you're not like being lenient to them more than necessary. I think how should I put it? You're gonna have this balance where you will be a good leader and understand that people are human, so it's normal to make mistakes, it's normal to sometimes slow down, and it's normal to need breaks. But at the same time, you will also become this leader that will be able to identify and understand when someone is the problem or something is the problem and it has to be fixed. And you will not be afraid to find a solution to it. Pésele a quien le pese. Which is like a saying of like, I don't really know how you can translate that, but it's kind of like, it's the feeling of like, who cares what other people say or what they think? What has to be done will be done. Basically, that's the vibe. Anyway, pile 3, I hope you like your reading. I hope you resonate with it. I wish you the best of luck in finding that balance, and also I wish you the best of luck in accomplishing your project. Seems like the odds are in your favor, not only because of the person that you are, but also it seems like destiny is like, you're gonna get this money, you're going to succeed in this project, I trust you, and I wish you the best of luck in that regards as well, right? Anyway, pile 3, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. But before that, feel free to comment down below what you're working on. I'm so curious what some of you guys are working on, because I have an idea of what I see on the cards based on like the information and what I'm exposed to in my everyday life. But I don't really know what projects you guys could be working on that will resonate or align with what we saw in your pile. So I'm kind of curious what you guys are doing. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and I hope this reading was helpful for you, and I hope you like your 2024. So, bye. Hello, pile 4, or for those of you that pick the Carnelian Stone or the Linestrider Tarot, welcome to your reading. Before we even start with your tarot, let's look at your oracle to figure out what you should look forward to in this 2024. The first card that we have is Blessed Reverse. We have Elder with Ritual. We have Right. So another ritual card of sorts. We have Loneliness. And then let's look at your tea leaf. We have Casket with someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. We have Hat with you will be playing a different role. Okay. And then we have August. So maybe August could be significant this year. Okay, pile 4. I have a couple of songs in my head, so I'll start with those. So with the Loneliness, I thought of Lonely, I'm so lonely. Which, I mean, There's a couple of people, I don't know why, I thought of the song that Ana Paula has with like those other two dudes. I forgot what the names were. And then of course the one that I'm thinking of as well, I think it's the one with Akon? Question mark? And then the other song that I got with Casket is actually one with Ren Soto called Casket, which I think is funny because, I mean, that's not a really common title, at least not for me. Now, for this 2024, it seems like you are going down this tradition or this routine pile 4. Because with the ritual and rite, those two are very similar. It's kind of like maybe this new routine that you're going to fall under, or this new tradition that you're going to try to establish this year. It will be one that will bring you a lot of solitude, though. I don't think the solitude is bad quite yet, but we'll see with the tarot. We'll ask tarot in a little bit. But this is something that this is something that will be very necessary and super important. Now, I'm saying that because I'm thinking of the Hermit card. This whole idea of going into self-isolation under your own volition in order to learn about yourself and find this enlightenment that will allow you to just mature and grow as a person and as an individual. Which can be quite a lonely path. It can be quite scary and can be filled with unknowns and darkness. But it is a path filled with growth. So with the tea leaf, it feels like there is a responsibility that you had in your life that you will fall out of, or you will not have to take care of anymore. Because with this casket, I'm getting... I'll say it. So in 2024, you may have a family member or someone that you deeply care about pass away. Because I'm thinking of the loneliness card, and it's like a hospital bed, and then with a casket, of course, someone leaving your life. And I do feel that it could be someone that you really value and you care about. So in 2024, something that, I mean, I know this is not something you should look forward to in a sense of something happy, but this is, I guess, kind of like a heads up type of thing. So there's someone that you care about that will leave your life because they passed away. Potentially. And this person is probably someone in your family. Now, I'm saying that because the hat card right here tells me that you will probably end up taking a different role now that this person is not here in your life. So let's say if it was like the head of the house or like the moneymaker, all of a sudden you will become the moneymaker of your home. Or if it's someone that kind of managed the household and make sure that everyone had everything they needed and everyone was in the right place at the right time, you will become that person now. So you're going to kind of like step up and fill up this vacant space that will kind of take place in your life. I do feel that this could be related to your family, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, because this could also be related to your workspace. Like, there is someone that you deeply respect and care about, and the moment they pass away, you have to fill in their shoes and kind of take in the responsibilities that this person used to take care of. So that's kind of like the tradition that's coming in, right? I did see that there was like a routine that you will start in 2024, and that routine could be in regards to this new position that you will take in your life. Now, if this is not necessarily talking about someone that will pass away, look, the blessed card reverse talks about receiving a blessing that is meant for you, regardless if you feel you deserve it or not. So this still applies, whether if it's a family member or someone in your work, you will have to step into this responsibility if you want it or not. This could happen in August. This person could pass away along that time. Now, I usually don't like to talk about these things, but that's kind of what this is what the cards are showing, so that's why I am talking about someone passing away. Yeah. How unfortunate. Now, if someone doesn't pass away in 2024, there is a chance, though, that someone is leaving your life or your circles. Again, if it's in your life, whoever leaves, you have to fill in the space that they leave behind. So if this is also related to your work, someone gets fired or someone retires, now you have to fill in the space. Because a casket could be someone passing away as much as it could just be someone leaving your life, right? So leaving is within the limitations of language, can mean a lot of things, and that's why it could be literally passing away as much as it could mean someone that is not in your life anymore, or someone that leaves the community or the circle that you're in. Therefore, you kind of just have to step in and take, as tradition says, you take in the responsibilities that this person used to take care of before. I do feel that regardless of how this person leaves, you will feel quite vacant and sad and upset that this person's gone. With this blessed card reverse, you will be given this beautiful position, this new responsibility will be something that you treasure, you care about, and you will definitely take very seriously. However, you may feel like you don't deserve it, or you may feel like you're not ready for it. However, with this card reverse, it's kind of saying it doesn't matter, you're going to receive it anyway. It's a blessing. It is something that it's a reward of sorts. Something that will be helpful in your path. Something that will be beneficial for your journey, even if you feel like you're ready or not. Now let's look at the tarot to get a better idea of what is coming, what you should look forward to in 2024. Okay, one card fell. Let's start with that one. So we have the Knight of Wands reverse, which is Sagittarius energy. Oh, by the way, we have number 22. That could be significant. Anywho. So with the Knight of Wands reverse, there is a chance of, because the Knight of Wands talks about someone that takes action, someone that jumps into the unknown, someone that is adventurous, someone that is passionate, and they just take action towards whatever goal they have in mind. And with this Knight of Wands reverse, I do feel that you will hesitate quite a lot in taking on this new endeavor in your life. Maybe because you don't feel prepared, maybe because you're a bit scared of these unknown responsibilities, or again, you may feel that you lack the discipline necessary to take on the burden that has been left behind. But one of the things that I want to mention is that to me, the Knight of Wands represents an individual, or like I connected to someone, like a person. And this person is someone that learned a lot through their spiritual journey. Someone that started to meditate, someone that began this whole journey of self-discovery, self-knowing, someone that really got into their hobbies and their creative aspirations was the word that came up, but just got a lot into their creative energy. So I do feel that this year you will enter all of those things, and that could be part of your routine, part of your schedule, part of your ritual, part of your tradition. You may start meditating more. You may start entering your creativity a bit more. Maybe using your creativity as a form of channeling, as a form of connecting with yourself and calming yourself. And those things can slowly help you create the stability necessary to start into these unknown endeavors, these unknown adventures. Because the Knight of Wands is an adventurous sign. However, this card being reversed tells me that you're going to slow things down a little bit to kind of prepare before you take action and start on this journey. Or even though you are kind of like thrown into this journey, you will take things slow at first. Because you want to create something stable. You are taking this seriously. So you will take your time in like adjusting into this new situation you're being put in. Again, it's not something you really... It's something that you're grateful for and something that you want, but the way that it was given to you could be something that can make you feel a little bit sad. Because I mean, many of you will be quite upset that this person left your life, regardless of how they did. But let's take out more tarot cards and figure out what's happening in 2024 for pile 4. 4 can be significant for you as well. No. So as you saw the cards behaving, in 2024, something super unexpected is going to happen for you. Because the cards just kind of fell and ruined the layout of the cards that we had so far, and it moves the ritual card the most. So you will be thrown off your routine in 2024. And with this Three of Pentacles is the reason why you'll be this is the second time that I stutter. The reason why you will be thrown out of your routine or out of your norm will be because of this Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about group work, it talks about teamwork, and when you're working with all of these other people that are experts in their field, all of you are working together in a project in order to, within your strengths, you build something beautiful, whatever that is. So this Three of Pentacles kind of tells me that you will be invited into a group in 2024, or you will meet people that are experts in different fields that you lack in, but together you guys can work in creating something, this new project. So I do feel that the only way you could have met these people is after this person leaves your life. And these people will help you in your career, because this is Three of Pentacles, and Pentacles talks about career, finances, health. These people are going to be very helpful for you. They will benefit you in not only creating a project that will bring in money, but they will also help you realize the strength that you have and being able to heal the pain from losing this person. Now let's look at the other cards that came with that one. We have the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups reverse, with the Page of Pentacles also reverse. I actually want to look at the bottom of the deck, so let's do that. If I can grab the fucking card. So at the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess, and I could not pick up this card when I was trying to pick up the deck. So I also saw that the Empress was behind it. So this could be significant for you, pile 4. With the Lovers, we have the sense of following your passions. This is Gemini energy, by the way. And this kind of shows that when you meet these people that will be very helpful in your career, but also in your healing, you're also going to encounter this new idea within yourself. And what I mean by that is that the Lovers is supposed to represent like Adam and Eve, and how they're able to start making their own decisions. The Lovers in the story of the Major Arcana is the position of someone that is breaking free from traditions and breaking free from conventions and their community and what they knew, and now they're following their own passions, making their own decisions. The Lovers represents opportunities, and also with this Gemini energy, I see it as communication. So in 2024, you will encounter, what was the word, a posse? Or like a group of people? You will encounter a community. And this community will help you with your work and will help you with your enjoyment. And you may even find a romantic partner in this journey. You might. And if not, you will meet someone that will be a best friend. And the song that came to my mind was the song that Wendy sang with Sugi called Best Friend. That I swear it was supposed to be soulmates. And, you know, people have the idea that soulmates is strictly romantic, but that is not the case at all. A soulmate is just someone that resonates with you in a level beyond what can be understood. And to me, a soulmate is someone that you have a soul contract with, or it's just someone you recognize from a past life. So this soulmate can be family, can be friend, can be a friend, and of course, it can be a lover. Right? It is someone that you feel like you've known your whole life, even though you met them for the first time that day or whatever. That's usually what a soulmate is. Anyway, so with the Lovers, I do feel that you will meet someone that understands you in a level that you didn't even know you could be understood in. And it will definitely be someone that will help you out in kind of getting out of your head and out of that space field of like loneliness, or that, like, if it's a friend, it's someone that will kind of like drag you out and be like, let's do these things, let's do the things that you enjoy, let's, you know, this hobbies, let's work together on those things, or this job, I'll help you find the people that you need. So this is, again, this Lovers card kind of shows me that you're going to work with someone that will bring a lot of like benefits into your life. So this person can bring a lot of projects or can help you reconnect with your hobbies again. This is someone that will kind of help you get out of your stagnant place. So in this case, I hope you understand that companionship and partnership in this case is one that will kind of give you like the hint or that support that you need to get out of this stagnant place in your life. However, keep in mind that you're the one making that decision of getting out of that. So it's all those things of like, support is necessary to get out of a bad place in our lives, but do understand that you do have to put your part in it. So don't feel like you have to be saved by someone. I don't know why that's necessary, but I do feel that I'm kind of saying this as a word of advice for people out there that think that they need someone to kind of rescue them and save them. No, they're just there to support you. But if you're not willing to get yourself out of that, then it doesn't matter how much people try to push you out of that, it will not work. Anyway, the other card that we have right here is the Page of Pentacles reverse. Now, the Page of Pentacles has been coming up very consistently in all the readings. So I do feel that it makes sense, right? Because it's like, this is a year-long reading, so 2024 type of thing. Meaning that many of you are probably working on new things in your life. And in this 2024, something you can look forward to is a new beginning. One that will require a lot of planning, a lot of discipline, and an idea to even start. But I do feel that you will struggle a little bit in creating this new project. And I think the reason is because you may need a lot more healing than you think. We have the Three of Cups right next to it, and it's reversed. So I do feel that you need to balance your work and your fun. And the reason you need to balance it out is simply because I do feel that you will either be so sad about this person leaving your life that you will overwork yourself and not have enough enjoyment, or you will feel that you need to distract yourself by indulging in all of this enjoyment that you will neglect your work. So you just have to kind of find that balance once again. Now, lastly, we have the High Priestess reverse and the Empress reverse. Now, with the High Priestess reverse, it kind of shows that this year, one of the things that you will work on will be your intuition and learning of your untapped potential, things that you were not aware of, things that you can continue growing on and developing, but you just didn't notice. And I do feel that it will be kind of challenging for you to notice this thing because you are so worried about what we saw earlier of someone that is living your life and this emptiness that it feels within you. You will take things low this upcoming year, and that's fine. Just do be aware with the High Priestess, we have the Moon energy, that your emotions are going to be the most volatile and the most versatile. Is that even that's a word, but I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. But your emotion, you're going to have mood swings like crazy in 2024. And that could definitely get in the way of your stability. So I do feel that that's why this year it will be necessary for you to create this tradition of meditation, this sense of enjoying your hobbies and allowing your creativity to kind of settle you down and center you. Because this year you are going to encounter a lot of mood swings. Also, with the Empress reverse, the Empress talks about fertility, abundance, and confidence. With it being reversed, I do feel that you will struggle, and also the Empress is Venus energy. You will struggle in finding your confidence again. You will struggle to believe that you can make anything happen and that you can manifest what you believe in your goals and your career. You're going to struggle with the feeling of trust. Trusting in yourself and trusting in your ability to create. However, in 2024, with the Empress reverse, which is Venus energy, the High Priestess, which is Moon energy, the Lovers, which is Gemini, and then the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy, your creativity will suffer a lot in 2024. But the reason why that will be the case is because you will rely a lot on it, because it will be like your saving grace in 2024. It will help you center us again to, in a way, channel your emotions, to stabilize yourself. So you will rely on it a lot because you will use it a lot this year. It will help you with your mood swings. It will help you when you get out of balance or you feel overwhelmed. However, I do recommend you this year to still take things slow. Use your creativity to center yourself and heal, but also use it in the benefit of your career, and also try to find this balance so you can use it as a form to communicate and channel whatever emotions or ideas come through. I think these cards are reversed, not because something bad is happening, as much as it will just be very difficult to maintain and start some projects, because you will be going through a rough time this year. But this rough time is because of the change of position, the change of role, someone leaving your life. All of those changes will be quite overwhelming for you. So pile number 4, I wish you the best of luck this year. I do feel that there's a lot of things you will gain. However, this year feels like it's the build-up or the preparation towards all of those blessings that you will get. I think in the reason is like you're already, like, the seeds are being planted for these blessings to take place, but it will take you a while to notice them and realize that they're there in your life. It's kind of like those times that you have been rewarded with all of these good things, but because you're in such a bad place in your mind, you are not able to appreciate all of the beautiful things and blessings that life is giving you. So even though in 2024 you're getting a lot of blessings, a lot of people that will help you, support you, and you getting a new method of channeling your creativity and like healing and aligning yourself, it will take you a while to notice these things as blessings, because you're going to feel like you're in survival mode in 2024. I think maybe next year, or a little bit maybe towards the end of the year, since you're not in the middle of this whole mess, you will start noticing that these were all blessings in disguise. The challenges were learning experiences. People leaving is just its natural course. Doesn't make it less painful, it's just part of the process. And then having this balance of work and fun, making your own decisions, starting new things, and having the faith that they will blossom into beautiful projects and that you will accomplish your goals. Also, I want to mention that there's a lot of blue in your card. The Empress is blue, the High Priestess is blue, the Three of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. All of this blue tells me that communication will be super important. Communication within your heart and your mind, within your conscious and subconscious, between you and other people. Communication will be important. Speaking your truth, speaking up for yourself, those will be beneficial. It will help you get rid of any burdens and overwhelming feelings you have. Regardless of all of that, I hope you liked this reading, pile number 4. I hope it resonates, and I hope that you learn from it, or at least found it entertaining. I wish you the best of luck this year. I do feel that the energy could be quite heavy because of how we started, and it will be quite challenging this year, but please do know that there's a lot of beautiful things that will happen for you as well. It will just take a matter of time for you to notice them. Even if they have been there for quite a while, it will take you a while to process that they're blessings rather than just things that are happening. Regardless, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye. Hello Pile 5, welcome to your reading. So for those of you that picked the Lapis Lazuli or picked the Tarot of the Divine, this is your reading. But before we actually get to the Tarot of your reading, let's take out the Oracle that will give us an idea of what you should be looking forward to in this 2024. The first card that we have right here is Go the Distance Reverse. We have Bearberry with Strength. We have Collaboration, Marionette. The tea leaves, we have a younger man with dealings or relationships with a younger man. We have Happiness. And we have Pineapple with Reconciliation. So right off the bat, it seems like one of the things that you're doing is going the stretch is the first word that came up, because go the distance reverse usually talks about someone that is ready to give up and is like, give that last push, give like that little extra to be able to accomplish that goal or reach that challenge. I was thinking of meta, which I mean means like a goal basically, but I don't know why I was thinking of it in Spanish. And it's kind of like that extra push that you need. It's like you need just a little bit more to be able to see results. I don't think necessarily to fully accomplish your goal, but definitely to start seeing that it's paying out, that it's actually working, that is you're finally reaching that point that you can say, okay, the effort that I'm putting in is paying off. Like you're finally going to see some sort of results that are quite promising for a brighter future, or quite promising in a sense that it's telling you that you're one step closer to actually achieving the goal that you have in mind. And this strength card is kind of telling you that all you need is just a little bit more of encouragement, a little push, a little bit more of motivation and drive to kind of start seeing those results, start to see how things are panning out. And I do feel that you may, like the other thing that I'm seeing is that in 2024, you may start working with someone from your past potentially, or working with someone that you had a fight with or a disagreement. Because with the younger man and the pineapple, it seems like there's this sense of like forgiveness, understanding, talking things out. So maybe there was some sort of disagreement in a project or in a goal. Maybe someone that didn't believe in you, or maybe someone that got in the way somehow, or maybe someone that you were working with in a, let's say in your work, in your project, and you had a disagreement that made everything kind of fall apart. Whatever that may be, there is a sense of reconciliation and be able to work together. And I do feel that if there was ever a fight with this marionette, there is a chance that the fight was probably a power struggle. Some people maybe were being a bit too demanding, a little bit like my way or the highway, and I do feel that that could have created this clash between you and this person and made you go your separate ways. But I do feel that there's reconciliation could be a sense of you guys talking things out, understanding your points of view, and trying to be a bit more aware of where the other one stands and what the other one, what their perspective and point of view is. So I think there's a sense of like being able to actually work together rather than this idea of like do as I say type of vibe. So I do feel that in 2024 there is a reconciliation and being able to work together once again, or being of support to each other again in case you're not working with this person that you will probably work things out with. But to get a little bit more information, let's take out some tarot and figure out what should you look forward to in 2024. So the first card that came out is the Eight of Cups reversed. So yeah, there's this sense of like not giving up on something. It is a sense of continuing to work towards it, because I do feel like even though it is something that you like, it is something that you want. And it's so challenging at the moment that you want to give up. You just want to throw in the towel, call it a day. However, in 2024, you're going to be able to reap the rewards of your hard work and your hard labor and all of your attention and effort. And because of that, it seems like the cards are trying to tell you to just not give up. Not quite yet. It's like, give it a little bit more time and put that extra effort, that last push. It could be that you're very close to finishing a project, but because of the stress and the work that has to be done, it's so overwhelming that it's kind of like, you know what? I don't care anymore. Let me call it a day. So maybe it's something along those lines as well. Let's see. What should pile 5 look forward to in 2024? We have the Hangman. There is a chance that the strength that you're looking for, or something that can motivate you and like drive you to continue working in this project, is something that you do not expect. Because the Hangman talks about a different point of view, a different perspective. There is a chance that maybe this new point of view could come from a different person. Maybe the person that you fought with, or the person that doesn't believe in you, or like the person that you had a falling out with. The Hangman is the story of Sleeping Beauty. So I do feel that one of the things that you're going to encounter is that you're going to wake up. You're going to have like someone is going to open your eyes. And this person could be the person you fought with, or it could be somebody else. And it will help you get this new perspective and this new insight that will give you the motivation necessary to kind of like pick yourself back up and have the strength to accomplish this goal that you have set yourself. And in 2024, you're going to start seeing the rewards of not giving up and the value of being motivated once again. So there's this sense of like this rekindling and this new life that is being breathed into you. The other card that we have right here is the Tower of Reverse, and this is Rapunzel. So in 2024, you are so, again, it's this whole idea of like you're like one step away from like jumping out of this project, like walking away from this situation. You're like so close to just throwing in the towel, that this Tower card reverse is kind of encouraging you to continue. Even though it's challenging, it will be beneficial, because the Tower usually talks about like destroying anything that you do not need, getting rid of flimsy foundation, and it's like anything that tumbles down had to disappear. It had to go away. And from the ashes, or from the destruction of the Tower, you kind of rise again by rebuilding everything, but it's on a more stable ground. It is something that is actually structured properly for not only set in a stronger foundation, but it's also something that is meant to be long lasting and stable, because now it is also built on, it's built properly this time. So there's roots, there is knowledge, there's power that comes into rebuilding something from the ground up. But with this card being reversed, I'm actually getting a very strong feeling of like, it may feel like everything is crumbling down because you're so close yet so far. Also, I'm getting that this Tower card could mean that instead of like jumping into a new project, it will be wise to finish whatever it is that you're doing right now, because the Tower usually also, like, this lightning is supposed to be like a spark, like an idea that sparks out of nowhere, that creates this change, that triggers this change. And because of that, I have a feeling that maybe you got an idea, like you're working on a project, you're very close to finishing, and you're so stressed and stuff that you want to kind of like jump into the next thing, or the new project or something, to kind of like rid your mind of like how stressful this thing is currently been. So this kind of shows me that the Tower reverse could also be telling you to kind of calm down, finish this big project that you're about to finish and complete, and then you can jump into something new. Because if not, you're not going to finish that first project and just kind of leave it, abandon it, and then the other one, since you did not rest properly, it will not have a strong foundation. So it could not work in your benefit. Also, some of the signs that we have here right now is Neptune with a Hangman, and we have Mars with a Tower, which is Pisces and Aries energy. I'll bring Scorpio energy in as well, since those planets are the ones that rule those signs. Now let's get a bit more tarot. So what should pile 5 expect, or what should they look forward to in 2024? We have the Page of Wands reverse. So I said it that way because I thought it was the Page of Pentacles, which has been a card that has been continuously followed the whole reading, throughout the whole reading. But this Page of Pentacles kind of shows this new beginning, this idea of like, there's something that you want to start, something that has inspired you, but it's not quite time for that new project to take in. Finish this other one first. So in 2024, you're going to get motivated and inspired in doing something new. Well, use that inspiration to kind of fuel you to finish that other thing that you're almost done with. So like that, you have all your energy and attention and creativity purely for this new project that you want to like get your hands on. Also make sure to rest. I do feel that it will be very important to rest. So when you like try to ease your way into this new project slowly, like note down all of the things that you expect and want out of this new project, but don't be too hard on yourself when trying to get this project going or lifting it off the ground. Like, take your time with it, because I do feel that you will need to relax a little bit after the hard work that it took to complete this previous project. So in 2024, it seems like you're about to start something new. This new project will be something that will inspire you and will get a lot of your creativity. However, I do feel like you have to kind of break free from this previous project or this previous goal and accomplish that one first. Like, see it through till the end, and then open up like this new, then start working on this new project or this new goal. It's kind of like close the cycle on this one, and then feel free to start this new beginning. So in 2024, you're going to have this transition of finishing something that is very stressful and time consuming, but you will start seeing results, so it's going to be worth it. And then you're going to start something new to kind of like heal your soul from like the bitter sweetness of this previous project that is kind of like, it was very stressful, so that's bitter, and the sweet part is that you will still get results. But let's just get one more card to figure out what should pile 5 look forward to in 2024. We have the Ace of Cups reverse. Yeah, so something that you should look forward to this year will be a sense of healing. Being able, like, it's going to be difficult and challenging, but you're going to be healing a lot this year. Is having the ability or like the strength to power through a goal, because maybe you're afraid that it's not going to succeed, maybe you're doubtful that it's worth it, or maybe you've already reached a point when you want to give up because you've been under too much stress and pressure. So this Ace of Cups reverse is kind of saying that you already gave it your all, you already put a lot of energy into it, so you feel depleted. So you may feel as in like the contents or like whatever liquid this cup has is like, it's just spilling out. So you have poured all of your creativity, all of your emotions, and all of your inspiration into this project, and it's so draining. It's like your heart is not in it anymore. Your energy is just gone, completely depleted. But I do encourage you to at least finish it, because I do feel it will really pay out. It will definitely be worth it. Like, if you want, you can slow down, but don't just abandon it. Don't just leave it. Try to accomplish that goal, because I do feel that it will definitely be very rewarding, especially because you're so close to accomplishing it. Like, at the moment that you're standing in right now, pile 5, you feel like it's hopeless, and you feel like there's no end to all the work that you put into this and all the time and effort you've put into this project. However, the cards are showing here that you're very close to accomplishing it, so don't give up and continue pursuing it. And then when you have accomplished that, rest to heal your heart. Work on creative things that you don't take super seriously, but are just forms of healing your heart, are forms of replenishing your energy, are things that revitalize you and bring this new source of happiness and contentment. Like, there is a sense that in 2024, your focus will be to wrap up something, reap the rewards of that, and then start working on a new project that inspires you. Because even though these cards are reversed and you may think it's a bad thing, I feel that these cards are reversed because you will need some time to heal from the draining workload that this first goal was. But if you consider these cards upright, it kind of calls in for inspiration that triggers you or starts you on this journey to create something a bit more reliable, something that is on a stronger foundation. And this is something that you'll be super passionate about, something that will make you super happy, something that inspires you and motivates you and gets your creativity going once again, something that will push you to take action because of how happy and how much you want to bring into life this goal. I do feel that it's probably a creative project. And in exchange, it will bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of love, a lot of care. It will bring you this like calming effect, and it will kind of recenter you once again and align you with who you are in a way where you feel supported, loved, and like everything's worth it once again. I mean, you did get the happiness card, so in 2024, you will achieve happiness. You definitely will. If anything, you will be able to put your differences aside and be able to work properly with the team that you were in to finish this first goal. And then in the same year, you will start this new project that will bring a lot of healing and will ignite this fire within you once again that will kind of not only heal you but prepare you to start on a new project that you may have wanted to work on for quite a while during this stressful period. So yeah, pile 5, I hope you like your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Your reading was very straightforward. I don't know how else to explain to not give up, because I do understand that feeling where you put a lot of work into something and it doesn't really give you the results that you are looking for. So you kind of start wondering if it's really worth it, if you should trust the whole idea of everything will be all right, everything's gonna pan out. And especially when you when you get like tarot readings and they kind of go like, this is meant for you, this is, you know, it's your destiny to succeed in this. And after a while you kind of go like, okay, well, if that's the case, then why hasn't it happened yet? And I don't really have an answer to you as to why it hasn't happened yet, but I do, in the cards, I do see that you've been encouraged to not give up and to continue working on this goal and like wrap it up before you kind of start on something new. Because if you start on this something new that it is very inspiring and does bring you passion, since you still hold a lot of that tiredness and your energy is completely depleted and all of this stress from the previous thing, you're going to kind of bring all that baggage into this new project. So it will not be as satisfying or as healing as you wish it would be. So it will not be satisfying at all. So that's why these cards are kind of here to tell you, you know, finish that thing first, like that you kind of like reset your energy and like refresh in such a way that when you start this new project, it can just be a full-on healing process, full of enjoyment, and it's just for the shits and giggles. Like, it's all good. Something lighthearted, basically. So yeah, pile 5, I wish you the best of luck for this 2024. I hope this reading resonate, and I hope that you found this entertaining, and if not, that you learn from it. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Thank you for all the love and support that you've been giving my channel, and I think that's all I have to say. So once again, Happy New Year, everyone, and let's hope we have a good year coming up for all of us. With all of that said, love and healing from my part to you, and bye.